You are what you eat. I don't care about the goal of losing weight just for the sake of aesthetics. Why I care about what I eat and how often is because I need my brain to work at its highest level of functioning in order to be able to serve my clients well, and just in order for me to live my best life. Having that frame on nutrition has changed my life. It has helped me overcome my pathological demand avoidance, PDA, or pervasive drive for autonomy, which is what the cool kids are calling it. But essentially, PDA is when I'm told to do something, even if I was perfectly willing and able to do it, especially if I had already been planning on doing it without being told, just the fact that someone told me to do it now all of a sudden means I can't do it because it feels like I'm being controlled. A mantra I stumbled upon that has been a game changer to help me overcome this psychological barrier is it's not a demand, it's a choice. No one is forcing you to eat healthy, no one is demanding it. Rather, can you turn it into your choice? I choose to eat these foods because I know they are going to make my brain more awake, faster, and I will be able to do and think through the things I want to be able to throughout the course of the day if I feed my brain. But enough about me. Let's go check out the meat and potatoes of the presentation. What to eat to maximize your cognition. I pilfered this information from my placement at London Health Sciences Centre, Parkwood Institute, because I thought it was awesome. I use it for myself, and I definitely reinforce these teachings with my clients. After a traumatic brain injury, your eating patterns can be affected in the following ways. You have difficulties with impulse control, meaning if you see something you want, you'll just do it. You don't have those breaks that you had prior to the accident to help you stop and consider, do I really want to do this? On the flip side, some people have challenges initiating things. So they'll be perfectly willing and able and wanting to eat, but it's just difficult to get that task started. And sometimes those troubles with initiation are related to challenges with executive function skills, like planning, organizing, breaking down larger tasks into bite-sized steps, and knowing where to start. People can have changes to taste and smell. I remember when I got COVID a couple of times, I lost my sense of taste, and my sense of smell isn't hot to begin with. So it makes sense if you can't smell or taste your food as well, you're not going to probably eat as much. People struggle with constipation or diarrhea. People can have swallowing difficulties. You may have reduced appetite or increased appetite, definitely cognitive challenges, absolutely hormonal changes, lots of stress, likely financial restraints. Sometimes there are limitations on people's access to healthy foods. Healthy, perishable foods are more expensive and don't last as long, so it's not necessarily affordable for everyone, particularly if you've lost your job as a result of the brain injury. People also have sleeping difficulties or could be more prone to emotional eating. They are often tired, meaning they don't have the energy to go out and be as active as they used to be. And mental health symptoms like depression or anxiety are common after a brain injury. Once your brain is injured, it has to work much harder than usual, and it therefore needs nutrients to help it heal while you perform everyday tasks. Because unfortunately, life doesn't stop just because you get injured. So, when we eat food, it results in production of energy, which fuels our body. We need that fuel for functional processes like thinking and communicating, but we also need some fuel to actually heal our bodies. General recommendations for brain injury healing include an anti-inflammatory diet, high antioxidant intake, balance your blood sugars, reduce sugar, support gut health, and increase the good fats and proteins. I thought this was super interesting how symptoms of unstable blood sugars mimic those of brain injury. So not only do you have your symptoms from brain injury, but those symptoms are compounded or exacerbated if you are not giving your brain the energy it needs. Meaning, you'll have more irritability or anxiety or aggression, blurred vision, poor concentration, mood swings, difficulties with sleep, fatigue, and dizziness. So I have used this part of the handout myself. What I did is I went through each section, the powerful proteins, the complex carbs, the healthy fats, and I put a check mark beside the types of foods in each of those categories that I actually enjoy eating. I then transferred the powerful foods I like to my grocery shopping list, which we'll look at in a bit. Some powerful proteins include beef, poultry, quinoa, barley, pork, eggs, nuts, seeds, soy or tofu, legumes, beans, cottage cheese, or yogurts. Under complex carbs, we have sweet potatoes, winter squash, beets, yams, carrots, whole grain bread, or steel-cut oats. Important note, whole grain is not the same as multigrain or whole wheat. Good to know. Tons of options for healthy fats. flaxseed oil, olive oil, chia seeds, walnuts, salmon, herring, sardines, mackerel, avocado oil, trout, mayonnaise, oysters, sea bass, edamame, yum, shrimp, refried beans, lobster, tilapia, scallops, cod, kidney beans, ground beef, whole grain bread, egg, chicken, milk. The suggestion here is try to integrate either fresh or canned fish into your diet at least once per week. Make a crunchy tuna salad with walnuts, celery, and grapes. Use anchovies or sardines as pizza toppings. Use flaxseed, olive, or soybean oil on salads or when cooking or baking. Some other great brain foods include those listed here. You can pause it to take a longer look. Here are some tips to increase your nutrient absorption. Eat slowly and chew your food well. Mix in that saliva, get those enzymes doing some digesting before you even swallow. Eat in a relaxed state. Drink water with freshly squeezed lemon juice before each meal to help stimulate your digestive enzymes, but don't do this if you have reflux. Eat at the same time each day so your digestive system establishes a schedule. You can set alerts or reminders on your smartphone to help you do this. Eat within 1 hour upon rising. This is very important. Have 3 small meals per day and/or have 2 to 3 small snacks per day unless directed otherwise by a physician or dietitian. Consult a nutritionist or a dietitian if any of these apply to you. You lose or gain weight. You experience digestive issues like gas, bloating, heartburn, stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, constipation, diarrhea, IBS, or Crohn's. Crohn's is spelt wrong there. Whoops. Also refer to a nutritionist or a dietitian if you have changes in appetite, changes in eating habits, portion control, challenges with binge eating, or just making poor food choices. Nutrition can help with mood regulation, including depression, anxiety, stress, panic attacks. Nutrition can also help with your cognition, your memory, concentration, and information processing. Nutrition can also help improve wound healing, bone and joint health. It's important for your bladder, your cardiovascular system, challenges with controlling blood sugar for diabetes. It can help with managing pain symptoms like inflammation or fibromyalgia. If you're having difficulties with energy, sleep, or general brain health, it's a great idea to consult a nutritionist or a dietitian to get you on the right track and give your body the fuel it needs to get better. In some cases, your dietitian or nutritionist may recommend supplements. So thank you to Emily McNeil-Smith and Sarah, who are physiotherapy students at Parkwood Institute in 2018. If you'd like some help brainstorming some great meal plans or meal options to help your body and brain recover, here are some websites. We've got craftkitchens.com, mymilkcalendar.com, thescramble.com, inspired.ca, or pinterest.ca/ABI-Parkwood/recipes for ABI. Occupational therapy can help you keep and reuse or modify your menu plans. There are also menu planning applications for smart devices. You could even try a new recipe every week to help build your menu and give you more variety. To help you organize your grocery shopping and meal planning, you could use charts like this. You could have one for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and snacks. You could write down your meal ideas, indicate what ingredients you need, and then compare the ingredients you need to the ones you already have so that you can make your grocery shopping list. Tips for grocery shopping include bring a list with you or take a picture of it. Use the Flip application for price matching. Go to the grocery store on weekday mornings or afternoons for less traffic. And wear your assistive devices to reduce overstimulation, like your noise-canceling headphones or musician-filtered earplugs, or a hat or sunglasses. Remember that list of brain-boosting foods I suggested you go through and check off which ones you enjoy? Now that you have your brain-boosting foods and you've also got some meal plans and ideas, you know what ingredients you need, you can transpose all of those things onto your grocery shopping list, which is conveniently organized into categories. For bonus points, restructure these categories so that it aligns with the shape or layout of your grocery store so that you can simply go from one end of your grocery store to the other and not have to double back or bounce back and forth. One idea is to actually go to the grocery store and take pictures of the aisles and then organize your grocery list according to how that particular grocery store is laid out. This is a great exercise to do with either your speech pathologist, occupational therapist, rehabilitation support worker, CDA, or rehabilitation assistant. On a related note, are you drinking enough? Men should be drinking 15.5 cups a day, which is 3.7 liters. This is what it looks like, the equivalent of 7.5 plastic water bottles. And women older than age 19 should be drinking about 11.5 cups per day, or about 2.7 liters, which is about 5.5 plastic water bottles per day. Symptoms of mild dehydration include thirst, dry lips and mouth, flushed skin, tiredness, irritability, headaches, dizziness, fainting, low blood pressure, increase in heart rate, or dark or strong smelling urine. And these symptoms also mimic brain injury symptoms. Conversely, drinking enough water helps you stay healthy and energized. It helps you regulate your body temperature, helps you digest more efficiently, distributes nutrients throughout your body so that your brain is actually getting all those good things you consume. The water eliminates waste, it cushions your organs and joints, and it keeps your bowels regular, which is a really important function to eliminate all the waste and toxins from your system. A note about caffeine: for every 1 cup of caffeinated beverages you drink per day, you must drink 2 cups of water to rehydrate. Whenever possible, try to choose decaffeinated beverages or limit your caffeine intake to 2 cups per day. A note about real fruit juice: 125 milliliters or half a cup is a serving of fruit and vegetables, but make sure it's 100% real fruit juice. A note about soda and alcohol: both are low in nutrients, and following a brain injury, the brain is more sensitive to alcohol, meaning if you try to drink the same amount that you did pre-collision, your brain is going to be more sensitive to that. One last tip to boost your hydration: drink a glass of warm water as soon as you wake up. Here's the evidence for that. Keep a reusable 1 liter water bottle nearby throughout the day. Try to drink at least 1 liter before lunch, 1 liter before dinner, or 1 liter before bed. We know you're more likely to remember something that is silly. I was in the play Little Shop of Horrors 3 different times in my life. One of the times I was the voice of Audrey 2, the plant. So I'll end on this note. In the words of Audrey 2, speaking on behalf of your brain: feed me Seymour.